Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's had a great long weekend and ready for a great week. Markets overnight, well, been kind of up and down, but more down than up. What the heck am I talking about? Anyway, we see ES dipped, dipped. And Werfen and dipping, 68.10 to 68.48. No, yeah, 68.48, so about 38 points in range. NQ, no, you know what? That's not the right high. The high is all the way up here. How about that? Oopsie, 69, so 59 points in range. 842 for the high on NQ, all the way down to 558. 42, so about 300 points in range. Copper has been dipping hard since Friday. About 220 ticks in range. Ultra Bond having a happy day. About 3/4 of a point. Gold dipped about mid-range. Well under 5,000 right now. It has about 150, just under 150 point range. Crude oil, about 115 points. Natural gas had a nice night before pulling back. And Bitcoin still just kind of slacking. That's the word I'm looking for. That's under 68. So that's where we sit staying there, whatever body posture you're choosing to take on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I think we might be getting ready to bounce, although bigger charts might disagree. We shall see. Good morning, Crypticon. How are you this fine day? Enjoy this warm weather while it's here. It looks like this coming weekend it's back down to winter weather. Hey, Jay. How was your weekend? Is that a good thing or a bad thing, Jay? Sorry to hear that. Hey, sire, how are you doing? I was wrong about this getting ready to bounce. It looks like continues down. We are at low a day. They're gonna get a little shivery, crypt. Those are just bells. Just an indicator, Crypticon, that my RSIs are more than 15 points or whatever you want to call it separated. So I start looking for potential reversals when I see that. So, for instance, let's blow up NQ here. Oops. Blow up NQ here. You see, I got the bells here. Bell, bell, bell. Got the big blue candle. There's a nice reversal. Here it didn't really work. Here, bell, bell. Take the next red candle down. Beautiful. Bells, big, nice reversal candle there. Bells, nice reversal candle there. So it's just telling me things might pull back or reverse there for a bit. That's TradingView. So I got a bit lucky last night, guys. You probably hear me tell this story a couple of times. But last night before I went to bed, let's see, was it here? No, it was here. I took a trade. I think I did it off the 5th. Did I do it off the 15? Let me give me a minute here. Yeah, there. So, yeah, when we go to a 15-minute chart. I took a trade. Oh, right here off this blue candle. And I was gonna target the 100 EMA, which is this red line here. Took a trade, said I'm gonna, and then I decided instead of targeting the red line, I said I'll go for 100 points. It was on one micro, just one micro. And I said if it hits, it hits. I had to stop. It was about a 40-point stop, so about $80 in risk, going for $200 in reward. And I went to bed. I went to bed with that trade on. It went up exactly 104 points. My target was 722 and it went to 726 and then fully reversed, as you can see. So my target was on that candle, and that's where it took profit for a $200 win while I slept, and then fully reversed. But that was a $200 profit on one funded account. I wish I had copy traded. I wasn't that brave to copy trade um, uh, while I wasn't watching it. Both gold and the NQ raining down here. It's like I think gold's also at low day. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see myself ever doing that with more than like one micro. But figure it was an $80 risk, and I picked an account that like wasn't in trouble or anything. It's not one of my critical care accounts. So now that said, I mean, it would be fun to get to a point where I did feel, all my accounts were healthy, and I could put put a micro on overnight. Make $200 on 30 accounts and make $6,000 while I'm sleeping. We do have ADP employment change coming up here in a couple of minutes. I forgot to put that on the news on the bottom thingy, but doesn't usually move the market anyway. So gold looking like it wants to bounce, possibly. I mean, this is where I get a little bit unsure. You see, the RSI has plenty of room to still come down. We could bounce up a little bit and then come back down. Uh, 60 doing? Where is 60? Oh, there it is. Huh. Do I want 60 or do I want micro copper? I'm going to go micro copper. Likey. Good morning, Imad. How are you? It depends how fast they process the payout. It's not like they're sitting there. I mean, you can get paid. You can put in for a payout daily. So it just they might not process it right away. But if you make you get above buffer and you make $1,000 today, make $1,000 tomorrow, you can put in payouts for those. I mean, they might process them same day, or depending on when you put it in, they might process it the next day. And Q trying to bounce here on the 3. 5 minute looks bouncy too. Bouncy too, electric boogaloo. Max margin violation. Sorry to hear that, Imad. I should have taken this NQ trade, darn it. It was giving me a signal in the 3 and I didn't take it. Gold continues harshly down. Might take this trade off a 5-minute chart. We'll see on the NQ. NQ came up off the 3-minute chart there by 14 points. Hey Tris, how you doing? How was your weekend? ES popping up a little bit here, along with NQ. All 4 indices are actually popping up here. And now we're back to being a red candle on the 5. So that could have been a quick trade there on the NQ for 10, but pulls back. Yes, of course, pulls back as well, and gold just continues to fall. Going down, down, down in a burning ring of assets. Yeah, there's a bounce. Crap. I got distracted and missed that long there. No Crypticon, no limit. Hey Ron. Hey, Moxie, good to see you. There's a big pop on gold. Wow. Very nice move up here on NQ off that blue candle. I got distracted for a second. I saw this candle, it turned red. I started reading the news headlines on financial juice and totally missed this opportunity. Well, you're not on live right now, correct? But if you would make 23,000 once you're put live, yes, you would get 90% of that. So 21,700 or something like that. No, 20,700. Wow, totally missed this beautiful move up here on NQ. Wow, what a bounce. See, you asked about those bells earlier, Crypt, and you can see how I was getting those bells on the NQ, and then I got that blue candle after the bells, and that was a beautiful, beautiful trade that I just missed the entry on. But yeah, Crypticon, there's a guy named Lanto that I believe has made like $2 million on yeah, Take Profit Trader Live. Don't try and catch up to anybody. Just trade your plan, and if you can. I I mean I don't know. Obviously, I don't know your financial situation at all. But my guess is if you can just do 500 a day or 1,000 a day, that's life changing for you. I'm sure, Crypt. My guess, anyway. Damn it. Not sure why. But often in the middle of the night, even though, and it'll happen sometimes during the day too. Usually it's at night. Uh, Even though all my connections say that they're connected on Ninja, my data stops moving. Then I gotta disconnect, and then I kind of forgot. I gotta remember to check it as soon as I get out because I was just ready to look at enter a trade here, and I realized my charts aren't moving. Okay, entering the trade there would have been problematic anyway. Actually. Five. Five live accounts. Do have some news coming up here in a couple of minutes. Nothing major, but New York Empire State Manufacturing Index, as well as Canadian CPI. That would have been a good gold trade right there. Boom. Look at that go. Take it there. Hey, Paul. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm not sure how that happened. Yeah, my mic went mute. I'm not sure why. Uh, how long ago did you not hear me? Oh, I know. I moved the mic because it was blocking my screen. Oh, wow. Okay, so I just hit my goal target, which is 47 ticks there on a micro. So, good morning, John, if you didn't hear me. Well, y'all should have said something before. If you don't hear me for like 2 minutes, you should say, yeah, you should say something, guys. It is definitely, because if I leave the computer for some reason, I always announce it and put somebody in charge. So for all those who joined while I was muted, good morning and welcome. I was here the entire time. I didn't leave the computer. Hey, RJ. Did you trade last night, John? I asked you that before when I was muted. I was wondering why you didn't answer me. How was your weekend, RJ? I got lucky on that. Immediately whipped back down. Good. How are you doing? I know you had surgery a few weeks ago. How is that all? Is that going? Are you healed up from that, or? You don't seem to be the type that likes to sit still too often. Or for too long, I guess I should say. I did something I haven't done in years last night. I put a trade on and went to bed. Put one micro on one funded account, set a 100-point target, 40-point stop loss, and it hit my target and only went 4 more NQ points and then totally reversed. So I got lucky. Hey, Jay. Our second Jay has arrived. Trying another gold trade here after that blue candle pop. Uh, 49.47? 49.46. There's at least 3. A whole aviary of J's. Talk about the overnight, RJ. Now it's $200. 100 points on NQ is on one micro is $200. Yep, gold turning on me here. Oops, can't do that. So it was a little risky here. I took this off a 3-minute chart instead of the 5, and you can see we had a bell on that big blue candle. So it was a bit of a risk here. It ended up going over 3 points. So that's one of the dangers of micros. I go for the bigger targets, but if I had been on a mini, I've been happy with $300, obviously. But we'll see. It still has a chance. It's not like it's dead in the water. Hey, expat, how you doing? I'm about ready to maybe take this off for a very tiny loss here. I don't like the looks of that candle. Sorry to hear that. Are you ready for the day? We're back to this about break even. Let's see if it pushes up here. Ouch. Oh, just remember you don't need to make it all back in one trade or even all today. Just continue to trade your normal plan. Crude oil with a bounce here as it heads toward its open. And Q pulls back, all the indices pulling back. And yeah, we think we're gonna This gold just rejected on me. Giving back that last trade. Yeah, I should have got out. As soon as I saw that red candle, I should have got out. Oh no, whatever. What? Wow, I'm not sure what that was. Indices just pop. Gold comes down hard. Crude came down hard. Iran's foreign minister reached an understanding on main principles with the United States. So that's what sent crude down wild and what sent NQ big move up. Not sure why gold dropped though. Wow, look at NQ running here. Holy wowzers. That is a 112 point candle. Interesting, I did get a blue candle on the 3. Couldn't react to it fast enough. We also have a Fed speaker apparently speaking, Goolsby, which I didn't notice on the docket, but I might have just missed it. So, thanks to the Iranians, I took a loss on gold. Wow, look, guys, look at crude. Look at that candle on crude down 110 ticks. Oh, and Goolsby's saying things people are going to like too. There are several more rate cuts ahead if inflation hits down. I may end up dropping gold again, or actually just maybe just using the 15-minute chart. I feel like I'm taking more losses than wins on gold. I'm not sure what my stats are, but excuse me. Wow, look at gold fall. Gold now trying to hold on to 4,900. Big pullback on NQ there as well. Did someone from Iran come out and say, just kidding? Sorry. We are just about at the top of the hour. Excuse my yawns. Wow. Gold down 30 points on this 5-minute candle. And Q hit the 100 EMA on the 15-minute chart almost to the tick. Well, we just lost 4,900 on gold, down 42 points. Wow. Copper also down. I'm sure silver is too, but I don't have that one up. And Q giving that whole move back. 50.5 minute candle here on NQ as we head toward the top of the hour. Where are we going to head now? We're kind of we're pretty much back where we started before that news. On NQ. Gold, we're not. Holy crap, oh, we're not. It's kind of settling out and slowing down now. ATR on the 3-minute chart on NQ at just under 30. Speaking of just under 30, we're under 30 minutes to the bell. I just saw your comment there, Ahmed. There's NQ bouncing back up, as are all the indices. Gold trying to bounce here as well. Hey, Ace, how was your weekend? Hello to Georgia from MightyOxTrading. Those are good ones, Paul. I didn't even realize today was Fat Tuesday. Boom! Target hit on that NQ. I mean that gold trade there. That was 136 ticks. 4890.3 to 4903.9. Beautiful gold trade.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Hey, Robin, good to see you. Glad you're back. All my trades so far this morning have been on gold. All the gold in California. Looking for some NQ trades here, or ES. I do have an ES set up, believe it or not, on the copier with my distressed accounts. I realize that ES and NQ often move in the same way, so instead of trading a bunch of micros in NQ, oftentimes I could just trade an ES. Yep, and Michael Jordan is now a Daytona 500 winner. His car won this weekend in the Daytona 500. Yeah, I can never imagine NQ on a Dom. I've looked at it on a Dom and it's been like, no. Hey, Teo. Then there's no reason to switch, Paul. I mean, always be happy, find the asset you're comfortable with and stick with it, as long as it's giving you results. Even if it's lean hogs. Well, apparently Chinese New Year, their holidays. So they're saying one of the reasons that the metals are dropping is because China's not trading. So I'm up $605 today on my take profit trader. I'm up $200 on a Bull and Ox funded. I'm up $30 on one Apex funded. We need to find some NQ trades here, but I can't force it, or ES trades, one or the other. $34 of them. Although 3 aren't activated. They're waiting for me to get the Bull and Ox there. I want to get over 40. I want to get 5 take profits and 4 more my funded futures. Then I'll be happy. Honestly, right now, XPAT, I've been mostly sticking to micros on NQ. Anywhere, it depends on the if the account's in trouble. I'm sticking to 2 to 3 micros. If it's not in trouble, up to 5 micros. On evals, I'm still doing minis. 1 mini. Excellent, Robin. Glad to hear that. But the goal simply is eventually, the goal for this week is to get all my fundeds that are under starting balance back to the starting balance. And then from there, my goal is simply $200 a day on every account. $200 a day on 30 accounts, obviously $6,000 a day. That's one. If I take NQ for 10 points, that's $200. Or 20 points on 5 MNQ. Goal is to trade them in lots of 5 or 10. And I mean, I can't trade the top steps with the others. They're set. They got to be separate because I got to use crappy Project X.
Hey everyone! It's time to gore the like button.
Hey, Freighter, how are you doing? Counting down to the bell. Theoretically, this should have been a short on NQ here. It had the bells and a red candle. We'll see if it would have worked. Right now, it would have gone 8 points. Wow. And you can see it did not go 8 points. I mean, it did not go more than that right now. No, I mean the U.S. And no, yeah, U.S. NAHB housing market index at 10 Eastern, but that doesn't usually move the market. This is a pretty light week for news overall. She hasn't come in yet. She said last week. She said her foot and stuff were feeling better. She might have gone back to the morning walks. I'm sure it's nice weather down there. Since I mean, up here we've gotten amazingly nice weather right now. It's going to be in the 60s most of the week. Yep, 60s all week, and then this weekend winter weather comes back. Like I think one day this weekend, and only going to get up to like 24. So big, big, big swings. There she is. Yes, pushing up. Pineapples are flying. Easy for me to say. Crude oil trying to bounce back up. Gold continuing to try and rise. All rise. Starting my 3-day sardine fast today. Hey, no JJR yet, unless I missed him. And yeah, guys, you know who we haven't seen lately? I've realized it over the weekend. I'm not sure why, but Platt. Platt's been missing. Now, RJ was here earlier, Ace. It's been a while for Platt, I feel like. There's a train coming, Ace. Not sure if you're going to be able to hear it. Oh, yep, you heard it. I think there's structures in the way of me being able to see the trains. I'm not sure. I don't really look out my windows much. I hear the trains are coming. They're rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. This is Illinois. We have no mountains. barely have hills. Here in Illinois, you can go to the second floor of the house and see for miles.
2 minutes till the bell.
It's about bell time. Gonna go up or down? It's kind of too late to ask that. You don't have time to. Well, so far, Tio wins. That was a very uneventful opening there. We dipped. No, I guess it was a bigger dip than it looked like. Dipped 32 points, went up 50 points, back down. So I guess didn't like me calling it uneventful. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do another bell. All right, now we're down 50 points. And bounces. Wowzer, quite the bounce. Overnight high, 922. Was it really that high? Huh. Low 518. So we have over a 400 point range. Wow. Now look at it go. Oh, wow. Look at it now. Zuckerman's famous asset. It's one of those times that I think this open would have been better on a 1 minute chart. Let me look. No, it would not have. That would have been terrible. Never mind. Gold barely going anywhere either. So weird open. Very weird. Strange even. Stranger things. Boy, Financial Juice has put out a headline that I want to hear anybody say 5 times fast. Sri Lanka ends parliamentary pensions to prune perks for politicians. Parliamentary pensions to prune perks for politicians. Gold coming down. Ace is long. NQ popping. NQ go and wow, all indices rising. What's your entry, Ace? You got a runner? NQ up a lot. 84 points on this 3 minute candle. I love it when Ace gets a runner.
We got a runner!
Wow, look at this go. Ow. Ace is going to start the week off with potentially at least 10 points here. Seems to be tuckering out. I'm getting bells. Big spread on the RSI. Well, maybe not. I just saw 55 on ES. And Q trying to hit 800. Metal's kind of bouncing now, too. Well, copper is at least. Oh, there's now I see 56. Wow. Oh, there's another burst. Wow. Ace. Go, go, go. There's 860. Pulling back a little bit there. And Q did hit 800 up to 24,807. Gold pulls back a tad. Crude oil trying to push. Oh, now we're starting to see the pullback on ES down to 55. And Q back under 800. Wow, Russell gave back everything, as did the Dow. Beautiful trade, Ace. Beautiful. I was wondering where you decided, I was hoping it was going to get to 20 and it got really close, but didn't quite get there. That's a great trade, Ace. Great, great trade. So there you go, Ace. You got 15 points, which is more than 2 points a day for the rest of the week. It's actually more than 3 points a day. So you could not trade your regular account the rest of the week and just focus on your take profit trader account. Meanwhile, gold comes down and I wasn't concentrating. I missed the purple candle. Damn. That would have been a great trade. Oh, okay. ES popping right back up. And then Q back to 800. Just bragged about you in the Discord, Ace. NQ up over 150 points on this 15-minute candle. No, I just told everyone about your trade, not like I expect you to get 15 points every day. Ooh, there's a pullback. Red candle now on ES on the 5. And NQ also flirting with red. I think I will be ready for this stuff.
Order filled. Order filled.
What the heck just happened? I just took a loss. Tried to short. Not sure what just happened there. Now I'm red all over. Ouch. And now it goes. I hate it when that happens. Ugh. I had the wrong ATM on there again. It shouldn't have been 10 points. I hate that. I would not have taken that loss there if that would have worked the way it was supposed to. Damn it. Expat, are you using too much size? That would have been a 30-point trade, 32-point winner if it had worked. Ugh. Now I got to dig out of this hole. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. This kind of thing throws me off. Wow, look at that. I was right by a big amount. And second time this has happened in the last few days where I had the wrong ATM on and so I didn't give it the proper risk. It stops me out in 2 seconds and then goes. Damn it. I hate that. I was so right. It was a perfect trade. Perfect trade. Hey, Sid, how you doing? right, little bounce there on gold. Gotta get my head back in the game now. Oh yeah, big move down there on Bitcoin. Down to under 67 now. Gold continues to head down. Everything's sad now. Here's our story, it's sad but true. About all-time highs we once knew. Everything is short and turning red. Why is the market looking so dead? No, I just need another. I need a good try. I mean, that is the most frustrating thing when I know because it was a mistake on my part not having the right ATM in there, and I should have had a 25-point stop. It was a 10-point stop, so it stopped me out within 2 seconds, and then went the direction that I wanted it to go, and it's gone down 200 points. So it's that instead of having what would have been a 30-point win, I took a 10-point stop. Just frustrated. Well, day 518, we're getting close. Goal of the bounce there. ATR on the 3-minute chart, 51. So we're moving fast with much velocity. New low a day hit, and we're about ready to break 24,500. ES down to 68.06. What a fall there on ES as well. Ace was playing in the 68.60, so it's dropped to almost 60 points. Hey, Graybeard, how you doing? Doing all right. I think you hit 24,500 to the tick. See if it bursts through here. Nope, bounces a little bit. Nope, there it goes. Breaks down to 493. Possible bounce here on NQ. Or not. Still falling. Now we got to look at Friday, February 6th. It's the last time we were this low. Got down to 24,239 that day, then bounced huge. That's the day we bounced back up by almost 1,000 points after it hit the low. Why are you having FOMO, Graybeard? Wish you were in the short? Yeah, at this point, I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't enter a short. I'm looking for bounces at this point. And that's a bounce of over 60 points, over 70 points. Well, though it's giving back a bunch now. That candle got up to 544. It's pulled back 40 points.
Order filled. Target filled.
There we go. That didn't copy trade that because I wasn't sure of that bounce. But I got 13 points on Take Profit Trader. And darn, I wish I had A, gone for more, and B, copy traded it. Long gold. Targeting the 9 EMA. So about a 5-point trade here that I'm looking for. I think. No, 4 points. I can't do math. No, 7 points. I really can't do math. And here you can see, well, on a 3-minute, it made it up to that 9 EMA. I could have went for the 9. Gold. Unlike this, it hit the 9 on the 3. Why does that 9 on the 3 matter so much? Come on, get back up there. I want the 9 on the 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. I don't like the looks of this. I don't like the looks of that. Come on. Yep, it got close to that 9, didn't touch it, now rejected. So we're going to take the loss here. I think. Maybe not. Come on, back up. Nope. Back down. What's the end of that? 77.3. So, there it comes down. Missed my original target by like 7 ticks. AQ rejecting off the 9 here on the 3 as well. Nice, USC. Cool, trying to make a comeback. $90 seconds on this 5-minute candle. Q pulling down as is gold again. Come on, bounce for me, gold, bounce. Come on, I want more bounce to the ounce. Come on. This is where I should have got out. Yep, it's going to full stop me here. I'm not stupid enough, but most likely if I put my stop all the way down the bottom of that green hammer candle there, I will probably get the win. But if it chases me all the way down, then it'll be bad. And we're stopped out. And we'll get a bounce here. Watch it go back up. Thank you coming back down, trying to re-break 500. So here's the thing, guys. If you look at the daily chart like you would look at my regular charts, you saw we got this big purple candle on Thursday. You can see we're down, continuing down. It is giving a bell there. It's kind of blocked. But we're continuing down. It seems like we have way more room to fall onto the downside here, possibly into the 23,000s or even further down. It'll be interesting to see if that happens. If it does, Casey might lose his stuff. There's a NQ bounce, big bounce, 42 points up. Gold also bouncing. Told you. If I had put my stop all the way down at the bottom of that candle. Back under 500. And then Q trying to pop back up.
Order filled.
You're trying to find footing here. Looks like it's not going to find that footing. Maybe it is. There it goes.
Target filled.
Boom! 34 points. Why is it always the trades I don't copy trade that I get the big wins on? Take profit evals up $1,058 today. I am starting to read the market really well. I'm starting to really understand it. I just, at times, I mean, one little mistake can throw me off, like that mistake earlier. And now I'm like sitting here not wanting to trade those accounts just because they're showing me red. And I don't want to go further red, but taking the trade, next trade tomorrow, I could take another red trade. So I don't know. I'll figure that out. Still got to get my psychology right. So the reason I took that trade there, you didn't see it. I'm looking at the 3-minute chart. And the 3-minute chart is here. So we came down, and then, it stopped. We had a green candle. It tried to come back up. But basically, we had a hanging green candle here, nowhere near the extremes. By extremes, I mean the blue or whatever color you want to call that shaded area. And almost all the time, when you're just kind of hanging there, it's not going to continue coming down. If the came up, retested, came down, it very rarely ever continues down like that. So we had the hanging green candle or the submerged green candle, whatever. So I just took it off of that. Now I hesitated. My entry should have been $4.99, said it was $5.05, and I just targeted that 9 EMA, which is what it hit there, and I got my 25 points. I was wrong about the amount of points, but 25 points. See now gold. We also have a hanging candle on the 5-minute, and we had one on the 3-minute as well. And I think it was on the same candle almost. But here's the one on the 3-minute. That would have been more risky, especially with gold, because gold's kind of weird right now. But you can see it's moving up nicely. And NQ continues to rise. So that looks like it was a bounce point. This is a 116.5-minute candle. Holy wow. One of these days, I'm just going to not put targets on my thing and just let things run. Look at this turnaround. So I'm less than $500 away from the consistency rule now on take profit. So I got to be careful with that for today. watching. And keeping gold kind of making the same moves again. Making moves like Jagger. Excuse me. Gold, you see, pulled back after that blue candle is now trying to pop up.
Order filled.
Taking the long with the momentum there and see what happens. Gold might hurt me. Like I said, I've been thinking about getting rid of gold. I mean, I had a nice win on gold earlier, but it almost feels like gold is causing me more pain than pleasure. That was a weird way of putting it. Yeah, and this one's causing me pain. Though I did get in very late. 93.5. I mean, 15 ticks. It's not that late. Yeah, base, have a great day. After a 15-point win, I'm sure your run will be like you're floating on clouds. Tio must not be here because he would have reacted to that. Gold's gonna slap me. There he is. And Q pulls back. Did have a purple candle on the 3. Oops, wrong chart. Had that purple candle on the 3. Could have been a good win, but I didn't take it. And I think NQ is going to knock me out. I mean, gold's going to knock me out here. I think. It's really close. Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. It's torturing me. Oh. Come on, bounce back up. Yeah, come on. You were showing me a bounce. Blue candle bounce on NQ as well here. Just watching.
Stop film.
There we go. Finally. Hey, JJR. Wondering where you were. So now my potential mistake on that trade is I took it off the blue candle. There is a huge blue candle for number 1, larger than the ATR. And if I'm going to take a blue candle, I'm supposed to put my stop all the way down to the bottom of it, which would, about $180 risk. So we'll see if it comes all the way back down there, if it would have tagged me, or if I just didn't put on enough risk. What's wrong, Teo? If it's getting if it's the trading that's frustrating you, you should get up and get away from the desk, or lock yourself out, not of the house. That would be a problem, but it would help you not take a trade. CNQ trickling down. Gold coming back down as well. I let gold abuse me again. I see a potential green candle there. Oh, green candle went away. So it looks like it was a good thing I didn't take the full, try and take that full candle for a stop. I mean, it hasn't hit it yet on gold, but it's getting close. NQ coming back down hard. Actually, NQ's new low of day, 449. Yeah, it's been, I mean, pretty good. Possible bounce here in NQ. I kind of like it. Let's see. It's red. How's it going to finish? So we'll watch this. I considered taking this candle right here, even though because it was showing green, went back to red. I was considering taking that back up because it's a dangling candle there, not touching the 9, and that usually means we're gonna at least mean revert up to or close to the 9. And you can see if I had taken it here, it would have given me 20, almost 20 points. I need to study those more, honestly. I'm feeling these work more often than not. Yeah, look at that. Look at that go. That now would have given me 25. By the way, so let's see here. That would I have gotten stopped out on this one here? Boom. It looks like, yep, I would have gotten stopped out there. So I'm glad I did not use that as my risk there. But it looks like it's bouncing about that same area. Yeah, gold's bouncing back up now, as is NQ. Blue candle here on the 3. On the 5. So wait, am I on the 3 or the 5? 5. Okay. Gold back up as well. And down. So it would have been a quick move up. Those type of trades it would have given 30 points on that NQ move up, but you can see it giving back now. Ouch. Said ouch. I had thought about taking a long there on gold, but here is Sid short, and knowing he's the gold expert, I decided against it.
Order filled.
I lied. I decided to take the long. One micro. Can't be a high roller like Sid. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Oh, and NQ with a pop as well. Yeah, I should have probably just taken 50 ticks there. Got my greed on gold can sometimes really bite me. Yeah, there we go.
Order filled.
Took it off there. So that was a win on micro gold. 64 ticks. So now, besides the blue candle, why did I take that there? Because we had this big blue candle come up, came down, came to about the same area. You can see how we came to the same area, and then I got another blue candle up, so I decided to take it there. That's what I should have waited for instead of taking the loss on the original one. So, hey, JC. Nice to see you. Ouch. Sid, sorry to hear that. Sid, if it was anybody else, at this point, I would say it's probably time to get up and walk away and give yourself a break. But I know you know how you do things, so. Gold gave that all back. Wow. Hopefully it comes back down for you here, Sid. Looking at the 15-minute, kind of a weird spot on the 15-minute too. Lost my lidocaine cream. Guess I have to use a patch. I don't like the patches, but don't know what to do with the cream. Hey, Bison. How you doing? Yep. Getting full of ruminant animals. Eddie, it's a lidocaine patch. Not food, not treat, lidocaine patch. I don't think you want a lidocaine patch unless you have, any pain anywhere. Not sure it'll stick well to your fur. Because your mind, it's not the funded account struggles, it's the mind. Just like me not taking any more trades after going red on that one trade because I don't want to see any more red. Your mindset totally changes. And you just gotta, you almost gotta imagine that it's just, I mean, it is the same, but, size down some so you can start getting some positive momentum, or if something does go wrong, it's not going as badly wrong. Okay, let's see. Do you want some treat? Since I have it here, you got up. You're gonna be upset because I'm not eating anything besides sardines the next 3 days at least. Russell trying to bounce here. ES looking more positive. ES would have been a good trade there. NQ, that would have been a good blue candle. Ooh, there was a nice pop on NQ. Look at that go. So I didn't take the blue candle and I should have. That was a floating blue candle. Did not touch the 9. That was a perfect entry. Especially since we had a bell. That was dumb. Just totally dumb of me not to see that. That is what I would call an A+ setup. Came down, we got a bell on that last red candle, then a blue candle, not touching the 9. It's at least in my almost always. Obviously, there's nothing 100% guaranteed in trading, but almost always that's going to at least want to touch the 9. And look at that go, 73 points. Oh yeah, I mean, ES. I have I have Coffee Trader set up ready for ES as well. I've been looking at ES for trades that I liked but don't want to take a full NQ in. Instead of taking 5 NNQ, which kills you on commissions, I could take just 1 ES potentially. So there's nothing wrong with ES. Gold is just an absolute weird beast right now. I mean, I've actually considered stopping my trading on it. It's because I mean, it doesn't. That chart looks kind of ugly. It doesn't necessarily follow the same patterns. Yeah, and that quickness is kind of, I love the 1 minute chart, but my brain just can't. I after trying for a couple of years, it I realize my brain just doesn't process the information fast enough for me to constantly take consistent good trades on the 1 minute. It's just because one of the reasons is that it can change so fast on the 1 minute that my triggers might not be there with 5 seconds to go, and suddenly within that last 5 seconds that trigger's there and I miss it, and then I chase after it and it ends up with a problem. So That's why I've now, I'm looking at both, actually three different time frames now: the 3, the 5, and the 15. Because I think that the 1 minute can be very, very lucrative, but I don't think I can process it fast enough ever, even with, lots of screen time to effectively trade it. What, Eddie? What? Per box is going big, and people probably think I'm being attacked by a lion. All right, JC. Yeah, we're supposed to be in the 60s for the next few days, and then it's going to come crashing down again. Eh, that's a good recovery though. There, Sid. Cut it, cut that loss by 2/3. Sid, did you hear that they're going to be launching single stock futures uh, this summer? So if you like to be able to trade like futures of like Tesla and Apple and Microsoft and all that. I think it's going to blow up for futures, people are going to get really interested even more in futures, especially if the prop firms add the single stock futures. It's going to be interesting to see which ones do if they do. But I think it's going to bring a ton more interest into the futures space. Uh, well, I mean, Top Step's mentioned it already. So I can't imagine, especially now that you have props that are getting the crypto and everything else. I can't imagine at least some of them like TraderFi adding, not adding the single stock futures. I mean, unless the CME does a bad, makes bad decisions and like makes the margins way too high or something. But I have to think that you're going to see the props add them, and if the props add them, you got to think that it's going to draw in way more attention from people that now just trade stocks. They can see that they can kind of trade stocks just in a different way and with a lot less risk by using the prop firms. Uh, Goodbye, and thanks for all the fish. NQ, ooh, wow. Quick burst on NQ up here. That's a good question. I mean, there are futures options as well. So will they have an option, futures options too? That's another good question. All right, folks, we've reached the end of our time together today. We shall return tomorrow, bright and early, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, for some more great futures trading action. I hope everyone has a great day. Stay green, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.